Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Western.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Brigadier General Padilla, our Commanding General, I'd like to welcome you to Marine Corps Recruit Depot Parris Island and the graduation parade for Company F. The Marine Corps has a long and proud history. 20 years ago this month, Desert Storm began as coalition aircraft began striking targets in Iraq and Kuwait. Even as Marines in the air began clearing the way, Marines on the ground began preparing for their own assault. Saddam Hussein was not going to wait. Believing that one hard blow would break American will, he began his own ground war. On the evening of 29 January 1991, 3 heavy divisions attacked along a 40-mile front. Their objective, the Saudi coastal town of Al-Khafji. But what Saddam didn't know was that waiting in the cool desert darkness were United States Marines. Elements of 2 light armored battalions and the 1st Reconnaissance Battalion began to attack those formations soon after they crossed the border. Despite their losses, the Iraqis pushed through, and they entered Al-Khafji early the next morning. 2 Marine reconnaissance teams remained in the town, cut off, isolated, surrounded, but continuing to fight. As dawn broke, our Arab allies with Marine advisors, supported by the 3rd Marine Regiment, counterattacked. And within 2 days, Al-Khafji was back in coalition hands. No less than 80 armored vehicles and those 3 heavy divisions were destroyed. And it was the Iraqi will that was beginning to break. But before those Marines proved their valor in the skies and desert sands of Saudi Arabia, many first proved their mettle here in the sands of Parris Island. Where do we get such men, such heroes? Well, ladies and gentlemen, such men stand before you today. They arrived over 12 weeks ago as a collection of individuals from all over this country and all walks of life. Since then, these Marines, your Marines, have also proven their mettle here in the sands of Parris Island. They have met and overcome every challenge the Marine Corps placed before them. They have qualified on the rifle range in the pool. They have hiked many miles around this island. They've earned their bruises fairly in Marine Corps martial arts and bayonet training, and they spent many hours studying our history and traditions. They've learned the importance of our core values of honor, courage, and commitment, and seen them tested in the crucible. Yes, they proved their mettle here. But the development of their character, their values, and their patriotism started with you. You built the foundation, and you put them on the long and often difficult road to this day. So parents, families, and friends of our graduated Marines, I'd like to thank you. We could not have done this without you. We'd also like to recognize our recruiters. Recruiters are Marines who work long hours in hometowns just like yours, searching for the best qualified candidate. It is the recruiter that first saw the potential in your Marine, and the recruiter who gave him the opportunity to stand in front of you today. Finally, to our drill instructors and their families, Your Marines drill instructor has been with him almost every day for the last 3 months, often at over 100 hours a week, and always at the expense of time spent with his family. But it is a drill instructor that takes that precious raw material provided by the recruiter and forges it into the legend called Marine. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for our drill instructors and their families. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few words for our graduating Marines. Good morning, Marines. Good morning, sir. After 12 weeks of intense training and tremendous effort on your part, you have earned the title Marine. It is certainly a worthy achievement, and you have also earned the admiration and respect of all Americans. Today is about you and your families and your accomplishments. But this high name of distinction and soldierly repute that you now bear means something else. It means that it is no longer about you anymore. It is about that Marine to your left and to your right, and brother and sister Marines deployed throughout the world whom you have yet to meet. It is about these people seated in the stands who we serve. And it is about a legacy of honor, courage, and commitment, burnished by the fires of 1,000 oil wells and the blazing desert sun. A legacy that inspires and expects all Marines to be heroes in the cause of liberty. So when you think it's too hard or too tough, and you feel cut off and isolated, remember that like the Marines of Desert Storm, you too are men of honor, courage, and commitment. Congratulations, Marines. Semper Fidelis, fair winds, and following seas. Ladies and gentlemen, the Corps' newest Marines.